heavy.
Come here.
He doesn't realize that he's this huge mammoth, and when he jumps up, it's like.
You shouldn't talk about me like that. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on my channel. It is Kevin here, coming from Kevlandia, or whatever my little intro is. I don't really know what it is. I had a whole different video planned to come out today. It was gonna be a tag video that Moon Petrie tagged me in, which I'm going to now upload. So I have cat hair in my mouth. I'm gonna go ahead and do it next week instead because I felt like I needed to talk about something that has been going on. Okay. It's time for a kitty break, kitty break. Kitty break, he hates me so much, even though he was too excited when I got home. Aren't you my handsome boy? Oh, you're so handsome. Look at him, baby, he's so handsome.
He looks like dead inside.
Can relate. I have like a lot of feelings and I don't want to make a drama video, so I'm not going to. There has been a lot of drama going around on Authortube, which I'm sure if you watch Authortube, you are an Authortuber, you're a part of Authortube, there's cat hair in my mouth still. You know what's going on. And I saw somebody say that like silence is accepting and silence means that you're condoning it. And I don't want people to think that I'm condoning this or that I'm accepting this. I agree with what everyone's saying. I think that the problem for me is that I tend to not be able to articulate things very well sometimes, especially when it's like something like serious. In the time it takes me to think about it and try to come up with something like how I want to say it, it's already been said. At this point, we all agree, right? I don't think there's anybody that's like, pay for that arc. Like, we all know, right? We all agree on this at this point. So if I made a video about this, it's all already been said. It's all already been said, it's all already been done. I mean, I'll go ahead and link some videos below that talk about it. Kate Kavanaugh, Jenna Streetes I watched today, Natalia Lee, Brooke Passmore. They talk about not necessarily the drama, but what's going on Authortube and like egos on Authortube and things like that, that I think that they all articulated. And there's lots of people that have talked about this. Basically every single person's talked about this already. And those four ladies in particular, I really liked what they had to say and how they said it. So I'll go ahead and link those discussions below. But overall, like I said, it's already been talked about extensively at this point, to the point where there's nothing new I could add. There's nothing new that would be like, whoa, if somebody watched this video. I don't condone what's happening, and I feel like that's really all that I can say, you know? I don't know. But I did watch Jenna Streetes' video today, and I really liked a lot of the points she made. Again, linked below, go check her out. And I didn't know about Jenna's video until my sister Laura writes, also linked in the description below, go check her out. She sent the video to me, she's like, watch this video. I don't remember if she said like, I wanna know what you think, or like, you'll like a lot of what she says. Something like that. So I was like, okay, I tend to trust Laura's judgment. So I watched it, and a lot of the things Jenna said, I was just like, girl, you're so smart. You say these things, and like you have receipts, and I'm just like, I can't even articulate things. I'm having trouble with this. But it got me thinking about like why I started Authortube, because as she said, like a lot of people on Authortube are trying to, I don't remember how she worded it, but a lot of people talk about like how everyone on Authortube is trying to sell something and blah, 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 which I don't have a problem with to an extent, because like, you know, you do you, make those coins, do what you gotta do. I get that being a creative person that's into writing or art or whatever, you have to do these like side hustles to try and supplement the income, because you don't make a lot of money, whether that's off selling books or selling art or YouTube. Like YouTube especially does not pay a lot of money. I don't even get money from YouTube. And so I get it. I get it, and I think that if you have the skills, such as like if you have copy editing skills, then go ahead. You do you. Like, you have skills in that, put it to use and make that money. Make that money how you know how, girl, okay? And I don't think that if you have those skills, you have to do it. I'm just saying if you do want to do it, that's cool. But it just got me thinking, right? Like why I started Authortube, because I was doing YouTube before Authortube. It was a while ago, and I don't even remember if Authortube was a thing yet or if it just wasn't as big as it is now. Damien is throwing the cat in the background. What are you doing? You're terrifying him. I don't know if it was as big as it is now or what, but cat break. Oh, handsome boy. Oh, you're so handsome. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. And I just wanted to talk about like why I started Authortube. I started on Authortube because of Ginger Reeves Laney. I really liked her editing vlogs, her writing vlogs. And because of that, I kind of stumbled into some other people's, and I just really got into the idea of like having these writing vlogs that hold you accountable, and like getting to know other writers and like talking to them and things like that, and like making a community on YouTube. And I really like that. I still really like that about Authortube and YouTube, is that like there's all these writers. I mean, sure, there are bad seeds, like people that sell arcs, you know, whatever. But for the most part, there is this group of people, whether that be video creators or just commenters or even lurker watchers. Like, you're still great if you just lurk. I was a lurker for such a long time. I still am on some things, like just things I'm not gonna name because then I'll kind of out myself as to the things I'm lurking on, but you're still part of that community. And I like that AuthorTube has fostered this community. Like I said, even though there are bad seeds, for the most part, we're a beautiful garden. I didn't know how, I just felt like bad seeds. What grows besides seeds, gardens? Like I said earlier, I'm not good at articulating myself. So this is why I am linking all those lovely ladies so you can go watch their videos, because they said it way better than I ever could. But I started YouTube. I started AuthorTube because I wanted to be that, I wanted to be in that sense of community. I wanted to make these videos to hold myself accountable, but also at the same time, Sarah J. Maas used to have a blog, which I don't read it anymore. I did a long time ago, where when she first started writing, she would like blog post about what she was working on and things like that. And I think it's so interesting. Whether or not you're a fan of Sarah J. Maas or her writing or her books, I think that there's something really interesting about being able to go back on her old blogs from like 2000, I think like 12 or 13 or something, before she was ever published, and seeing the beginning of these ideas for these books and like her talking about them years and years and years before they were ever published. And somebody that also wants to be traditionally published, I think it'd be cool to be able to look back on where I was years before, like, did that book get published? Did it get trunked? Blah, blah, blah. And I think that if there were authors who are being published now who had these videos from years ago on YouTube, that I could go watch their writing vlogs where they were writing and working on this project, and like being able to be a part of that and like feel that excitement and like get into that, like that vein, that groove, would be so cool. And like, I wish that there were more authors who did this back then, specifically, so I could watch them now. That's a large part of why I want to do this as well, is like, there's something so cool to me about seeing the beginning of an idea and being able to track its progress to completion and publication. Yet obviously I don't have anything published yet. I'm actually planning on making a video soon about all the rejections I've received in traditional publishing, which, let me tell you, it's a lot. So that'll be something to look forward to soon. But I think that it's really interesting, and I think it can be encouraging to someone, because I'm not an encouraging story yet because I haven't been published, but maybe like someday in the future, someone will look at my old videos and see like, oh, he had blah, blah, blah rejections, but he still got through it and still got a book published. I mean, that's my hope anyway, right? I mean, that's how I get a book published. And I'm talking a lot with my hands today. I'm just, this video is a little all over the place. I want to be able to build a community on this channel of other writers and other creatives. It doesn't have to be even just writing. I love, like, Damien is an illustrator and a writer, and so like I love just surrounding myself by creative people who do all sorts of creative things. And that's what I'm hoping to build here, and I have been building, I think. I mean, for the most part, it seems to be like that. I don't really have any like bad eggs in this community so far. I have had some trolls in my live chats say weird things, but for the most part, this community is really great. And I'm excited for the building of the community. I feel like, especially recently, I've gotten I wouldn't say like a ton, like it's not like a Kay Kavanaugh jump where she like got like a ton of subscribers at once, but I've gotten like more than usual, I think, subscribers recently. And so I like that the community is building. I like seeing people, like at first, I used to only see people commenting on my videos and then me commenting to those people and like me having conversations one-on-one. But I've noticed recently in the past couple weeks, I'm seeing a lot of my subscribers talking to each other, and that I really like. And that's something I really wanted. I really wanted this to be a space for people to talk to other writers and just like, you know, I think having the cabin for Last Nano really helped that. I think it hopefully connected some of the community, and I think that really worked. I will say, unfortunately, this next Nano, I will not be hosting a cabin. I was not a very good cabin host, and I did not put the time and effort into it that I think people deserve when it comes to being in a cabin. So that sucks, but I'm still thinking about maybe creating like a Discord chat. I know that I've been invited to one other writing Discord chat, which Natalie, I'm sorry, I still have not responded to that email. I just realized I'm very bad at emails. But I'm still thinking about creating like some kind of Discord chat or something for writers, because there is something about being able to talk about things that I feel like sometimes in comment section can get a little lost, because like there's all these new videos coming out and all the notifications that you get on YouTube and stuff, it's like stuff can get lost. So I do like the idea of having a separate space for that as well to talk. But that's just things that are going through my mind. I'm like thinking about and developing right now. But for now, I'm really enjoying this community that we're creating. And as Jenna said, like, some people apparently are saying that AuthorTube's dying, which I don't really see that. Like, if anything, I've seen that AuthorTube's getting larger. And I think it was Jessica from JLW Reads, which she just changed her YouTube name, but it'll pop up here on the screen. She commented on Jenna's video and said that this made her realize how large AuthorTube is all this drama, and I agree. If nothing else, this drama has really shed light on how large this community is and how much it's growing, and I think that's a great thing. You gotta find the silver lining in the crap nugget, you know what I mean? I'm just rambling at this point. I just wanted to say that I really appreciate and love AuthorTube. I love most AuthorTubers. Love what I get out of this, what I get out of AuthorTube and what I can give back to it. And I hope that it doesn't die. Some people are saying it's, apparently, some people are saying it's dying, but like, I have not seen any evidence of that. I get that there are some people saying like, oh, I'm gonna leave because, you know, blah, blah, blah is happening. And that sucks. But I would say that if you're thinking about starting an AuthorTube channel, you totally should. It's lots of fun, the people you connect with, and just like making videos is fun. I mean, it's a little intimidating at first. You have to kind of get used to talking to a camera, and that can be super awkward at first. Like for instance, when I first started doing it, I couldn't talk to the camera with anybody else around. Like if I heard somebody in the hallway walking by my old apartment, I couldn't do it. Now Damien's sitting over there and I'm just recording a video. It gets easier. So if you're thinking about starting an AuthorTube, definitely do it. It's great. It's great. Next week, like I said, is gonna be the Pay It Forward AuthorTube tag. And so that one, I have started watching some smaller AuthorTubers recently. When I say smaller, like I'm still a small AuthorTube channel. I just meant like newer, I guess is a better word for it, that I really like. So I'm gonna be shouting out some people next week. And then also, I'm supposed to have a writing vlog come out tomorrow, which is Thursday. But that's gonna be pushed back to either Friday or Saturday so I can get a couple more days of writing in because my writing's been meh. But I'm not gonna talk too much about that. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you loved it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And thank you for sticking out with this video and just my channel. And you're the greatest. And I appreciate you. I don't know where I'm going with that. Okay, go watch the other videos. Bye.